Yo, who lives in the pineapple under the sea? Summer days, yeah. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Summer Days here with another video. Before we get started, please like and subscribe because I'm trying to grow my channel because your girl doesn't have a job. But moving on, by the title, I'm basically going to be making the food that SpongeBob would eat in a day. This was prompted by the Wendy's X SpongeBob SquarePants collab that's going to be happening next month, where Wendy's is going to offer a Krabby Patty meal that's basically going to have the Krabby Patty burger. It's going to have some fries, and then they're gonna have a shake kind of situation. So I wanted to do what SpongeBob would eat in a day, and this is basically based off of different episodes of the show. So yeah, we're gonna get started with his breakfast. Canonically, SpongeBob is known to eat Kelpos. It's kind of this circular cereal that comes in this yellow box. I guess it's like their cornflakes or their kicks, if you know what that is. And it's appeared in a lot of episodes, from the karate episode to when he bought 100 to like get a voucher. SpongeBob loves his Kelpos a lot, so that's what we're going to be making for breakfast because I think that's the only thing I've seen him actually eat. And here's my Kelpos, so you can take a look at the box that I made myself. And that's the cereal I also made myself, and that's the milk that I got from my milk garden and made myself, and that's the spoon that I made myself. Well, I'm kidding, but either way, the cereal's really good. Listen to the crunch. Yeah, listen to that crunch. One more, or not. It was really good. So yeah, let's get started making it. We're gonna start off with some hot milk. I think it's about 1/4 of a cup, and of course some kelp. This is the kombu that I use. This is the kelp I use to make kombu. And you're gonna let that steep in the hot milk for about like 15 to 20 minutes because you want to get that flavor in there. And while that's steeping, you're gonna take some mango. These are free-dried mangoes from TJ's, and you're gonna smash it up into little pieces. You really want to get it into like a nice fine powder. Yeah. Next up, we're going to be making the rest of our cereal. We're going to start with some flour, add some cornstarch, add some sugar, add baking soda and baking powder because we want it to like be crunchy and also fluff up. You're going to add the melted butter, add the remaining milk to it, and mix it together until you get this soft-ish kind of dough. Oh, and did I say cornstarch? Add cornstarch. But yeah, you're gonna get the soft dough. You just really want to like work it until everything is well combined, and then you're gonna put it on whatever surface you have, whether it's a cutting board or a silicone mat like I like to use. I added a little more flour just because it was a little too soft for my liking. But yeah, you're gonna work it until everything is like, again, combined. And then remember the powder, the mango powder, we are going to put this in there. And I know you guys are thinking, oh, it's weird, it's kelp flavored and mango flavored. I'm just saying it works. Do you like smoothies? You like smoothies with spinach? Just think of it like that. This is sweet. Then once our dough is ready, you're gonna roll it out to be flat as possible. The easiest way to do this is to sandwich it between parchment paper and then roll it out with a bottle or a rolling pin. But once that's done, you can still see my little bits of mango in there. You're gonna start chopping it up into little pieces because we're gonna have to roll it into tiny little balls one by one. I did all this, and it's really funny because it ended up being really useless because my dough was slightly too sticky. Should have put it in the fridge, so I had to like manually cut it out by hand anyways. But basically you take every little piece, you roll it into a ball. If you don't want to roll it into a ball, you don't have to, but I wanted uniform sections. And then you're gonna bake it because this batch you see right here is air fried. And you can tell that it burnt a bit. So what you want to do is you're going to bake it. I think I did 2 batches, one at 325 and one at 350. And you're going to put it in there for about like 15-16 minutes. Basically just eyeball it. And once it starts puffing up and getting hard, you know that it's done. It's time for lunch, and if you've watched any episode of SpongeBob, you know he loves the Krabby Patty. It is his favorite food, it's his favorite job, it is his favorite thing to do. So for lunch and dinner, we are going to be making a Krabby Patty, except it's going to be a really big one. And then I'm just going to add a Kelp Shake for a little razzle dazzle, and then I'm going to add the kelp rings as well, because I saw that it was on the official Krusty Krab menu. So yeah, let's get started. First of all, I want you to look at my offerings. That's the Kelp Shake that I made. These are my kelp rings, which are potatoes, and then this is my super official Krusty Krab Krabby Patty. The kelp rings, again, were potatoes. I just fried them after cutting them into like little donut rings and added some nori on it. And the Kelp Shake is I'll show you, it's a very kelpy recipe, but it tastes really good. And then this is my really hefty Krabby Patty. I did not realize how big I made the burger meat I don't know what that part is called, but the meat part, until I cut it in half, because it was really hard to cut into. And as you can see, it's just like really big. It's like half the size of the sandwich. And before anybody comes for me that the beef is pink, I measured it with my meat thermometer, and it said that it was the appropriate temperature, which I think is 165 Fahrenheit. It was somewhere around that. I used the meat thermometer. The meat thermometer said that it was good. So yeah, it's fine. And then that's it. So let's get started with, first of all, we're gonna do the kelp shake because I want it to like get a little slushy in the fridge. So yeah. First up, we are going to be using a different kind of seaweed than we used before. This is a seaweed I usually use for like either seaweed salad or use it for seaweed soup, but I think I like the taste. And I thought it would blend better than the other seaweed, which gets like really slimy, but it did not. But it doesn't matter, the taste is good. So basically you're gonna soak it in water for like 15 to 20 minutes, and you have to do this step, soak it in cold water, because it's salty, so it needs to get the salt out. Then we're gonna start throwing it in the blender. It's my seaweed that's been soaked. I added some ice, I added a banana, I added some pineapple juice, as well as some peaches, because I had some in the freezer that I needed to use. And basically I just blended it up until it got as smooth as it could be. I did try to strain it with like my little drink strainer, and it was not gonna go through because it's kind of thick. So I just poured it in a container and tossed it in the fridge. And now we're starting with our kelp rings. Basically, it's so easy. Cut your potatoes into like slices, thick slices, and then I took a metal straw and started stabbing it through to get it. But then I realized my straw wasn't big enough, so I had to get like a paring knife and basically cut holes in it. And then you're gonna take your potatoes, you're gonna soak it in some ice water that's salty for, I don't know, like 5-10 minutes. And then once that's done, you're gonna fry it. And that's just me showing you what the potato is, but you're gonna fry it. I double fried mine, and maybe I double fried it a little too much because it got kind of dark. So yeah. And then as for the Krabby Patty itself, the beef part is really easy. I had some ground beef, I formed it into a patty, and then I froze it, and then I thawed it. And then here's me assembling the patty. It goes beef, lettuce, cheese, onions, tomatoes, ketchup, mustard, pickle, and then the top bun. It was really delicious. I'm not even super into burgers. Like, I like them, but I'm not obsessed, but it was really good. I think it's because I used sweet pickles this time. I loved it. 10 out of 10. Well, not 10 out of 10, but it was a great burger. All in all, it was really good. Moving on, we're gonna be doing dessert. Yay! Okay, so we're gonna be making the triple goober berry surprise or sunrise ice cream, and it was the one that him and Patrick ate when SpongeBob was supposed to get the promotion from Mr. Krabs and he didn't get it. As you can see, I think I did a pretty good job. I have the bananas, and then I have the Twizzlers for the smiley face, and then Skittles for the eyes, and then the little chocolate hair situation. Ignore the fact that I just took off its entire face. That's not the point. The point is that I think it looks pretty accurate. So let's get started. The first step is literally you have to take the ice cream and you have to like scoop it into the correct shape. Basically there's no other way to like do this. You just kind of have to scoop it and become an ice cream sculptor and properly like make the shape. So I literally had to keep taking it in and out of the freezer and sculpting it until I got like a little body going, and then bring it out again. Then you just add the eyes, which again are Skittles. I have the pack somewhere, I'll find it, but yeah, Skittles for the eyes to match the color, and then Twizzlers, or it was the off-brand Twizzlers because I couldn't find Twizzlers, for the mouth. And then for the bananas, you have to do it in 2 parts, but I guess you could probably just do it in 1. Basically, I took a banana, cut it in half, and then stuck a skewer through it, and then stuck the cherry on top, and then I tried to freeze it to see if they would freeze together, and they did not. So when I assembled it, basically I had to keep the skewer stuck in the banana and stab it into the ice cream body, and then make sure it was still stabbed into the cherries. So yeah, there's a lot of sticks in this ice cream body going on. And the hair is literally just melted chocolate chips. I melted it in the microwave for like in 10-second increments, keep stirring it. Added a little coconut oil just because you want it to be a little looser when you're pouring it. And that was it. And of course, that's how it looks. It was pretty good. That was my day of eating a SpongeBob. I think this is what SpongeBob would eat. I think that's probably what he eats every day, from the cereal to the Krabby Patty for lunch and dinner, and then he treats himself to some ice cream. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you would like me to do another what I would eat in a day for any character, feel free to comment below. And please like if you like the video, and subscribe to me if you want to see more videos like this. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, besties. I love you all, and see you on the next one. Bye.